Hello everybody, my name is Garth Amos. I want to be sure to get that out of the way, didn't forget it. One of the reasons why, or something about me is, I started off working at the hospital almost 12, 13 years ago. And in that time, I became a firefighter on the rural fire department. I was asked to train to become an EMT. After I became an EMT, I ended up joining the ambulance corps. The service that I had there was something that I'll never forget, and it was a great chance to get out and help the community, especially in their times of need. Since I left the hospital, I went to Utah and I worked at Primary Children's Medical Center. There, I did roughly the same thing I did for the hospital. I repaired equipment, and I got to see a lot of people there, and I got to see a lot of things that they did at that hospital that helped the patients. And that is why I'm here today. I want to continue my community service. I'm no longer a firefighter and I'm no longer an EMT, but I still want to contribute to this community. Our hospital is an integral part of it, and it is part of the broader scope of the community in which they, sorry, it's been a while since I got up and talked to a bunch of people. Anyway, it is part of the community that, people go to in their time of need. Nobody goes to the hospital for the heck of it. There are a few people, but they're kind of crazy, but they need help too.
Special type.
Unless they're looking for a cup of coffee, which I've done before too. Anyway, but the hospital, like I said, it's one part of our community that we need to improve upon, and we need to make it a better place. And that's what I want to do. I want to make this hospital a better place. And I think I can do that because I have the experience. I have my own business that helps me to address people's issues. Probably also, I also, I talk to people in the community and I hear some of their good things about the hospital and some bad. And that's why I'm here. I want to be a voice of the community, and I want to make this a place where people from out of town want to come to, not people from town wanting to go to somewhere else. Thank you. The largest budget that I ever had to deal with was at the time when I worked at the hospital. I wasn't in any official capacity to manage or change the budget, but I did put a lot of input on how we spent the money. And there was and it was in the maintenance side where quite a bit of money actually went to when I was there. Not nearly as much as what's going in there right now, but there was still quite a bit in there. And those times were, there were areas where we needed things done, and sometimes there wasn't always the amount of money to get those things done, and we had to kind of stretch and tweak and do little things to get things back on track. And we got it done. And what was the rest of it?
No, that was fine. We just more interested in being comfortable with larger budgets. But do you have any other answers to that one, or?
No.
Okay.
No, I think the budget's basically, it's a numbers game. You try to go in and try to predict what you're going to spend money on and where it's needed. And sometimes other things come up, and if I'm elected, I want to make sure that there's always going to be money there to take care of problems that are unforeseen or that just come up.
Okay. Go ahead.
Right now, the directions that the hospital board is going in are very ambitious, and there's, we're at a time in our community where we have a lot of money. We don't have quite as much as we did a few years ago, but we're still doing good. And when you have a good deal of money, you need to work on your capital investments. And these things here are, some of them are great, and there are other ones that get thrown out that, they might not be so good. But the thing is as a hospital board member and as a board itself, we need to ask the community and see what they want done with the direction. That's who the board answers to, and if I'm elected, that's who I'm going to answer to. It's to make sure that we have something in our community that can be supported and maintained throughout the years.
Do you think at this time you would continue on the same path or direction the hospital board is in, or would you suggest a different one out there?
Right now, I would say that things are going pretty well. I don't want to say that we need immediate change or anything because I don't know everything that's going on. I'm not going to make any big decisions about something that is what direction something is going without all the information. And if it turns out that it's something that needs to be changed or needs to go a different way, then I will stand up and I will say we need to change it. But if it's something that's good, if it's something that's going to make our community a better place, then I'm going to say let's keep it going. Like I said, there's lots of directions there's lots of things that are being entertained by the hospital board, and we just have to look at them one by one and see which ones are going to be the best for the community.
Thank you.